video, I'm going to talk about some things that are on my mind with all this changes I just saw yesterday about, I think they just put it up yesterday or the day before, about the community guidelines and how that's going to change on YouTube. And it's made me think about, well, some of this should have already been in force, but some of it was in some ways, but did it do anything different? You know, like people who were doing things that you might call, against community guidelines, did anything ever happen? Some of the videos are still up along this line. But let me go back into my history here with YouTube. When I first started on YouTube, I had watched YouTube for, music and maybe some how-tos for a long, long time, years. And, I didn't know that there were these other communities. I had no idea that they had communities, people doing their own videos and all different types of little, communities. And then what I was looking for one day was, I think, two subjects. One was about, it was antiques, basically. And others, because I thought maybe, they had some shows on, some movies on this or that. And anyway, I looked and I eventually saw these communities. Now, this is all stuff that goes on over time, not just like one day. And so I found some communities and I thought, well, I can do that one. It was shopping. It was, it looked like fun. I did that for a while. I don't know, mainly probably a year or so. And like I said, this overtime and all different kinds of things that I don't need to add in right now. But I eventually started doing on a more regular basis things, and on this one other particular topic, and it was always vlogs, and I just talk about topics in that kind of area. I'm leaving it out on purpose right now. But so I started doing that, and of course, you know how it is. It recommends videos similar to that. At some point, you see these other videos, and and that happened to me. And I looked at it, and I said, okay. I didn't know that there would be a whole community, and as I found out, there was a whole community of people doing these same kind of videos. But mine, like I said, were vlogs. But they were giving information about the topic. Kind of like what it was on my mind was, okay, this is where people would go if they wanted information, true information on this topic. They were trying to figure it out, whatever, and they go there. So I started, I looked at a few of them and I was like, whoa, this is wrong. And I kept doing that, like I said, over time. And I kept thinking, where are they getting this information? This is wrong. And I knew that this is wrong. So I was I am a little bit of a voice of authority on it, and it was wrong. So, as time went by, like I said, I realized they were doing this, and I wouldn't call it I don't know if I would call it scamming people or what, but they had made businesses, some of them, not everybody, of course. They made a business out of this misinformation, using it in various ways. Like I said, not everybody, but enough to make it, wow, that's all kinds of wrong. Okay, and eventually, not only did I see people using this misinformation to basically get money off of, innocent people like that I had been, thinking that this is factual information. Now, I knew it wasn't factual, but I was thinking, okay, these people who are doing these kinds of videos are being, they do know the facts. Well, they don't. The ones I'm thinking about, I can't say across the board, like I said, it's not everybody. But not only that, but then some people started doing vlogs, video blogs on the topic, like I was doing video vlogs. But I wasn't asking for money. They would, some of them, I've seen ones that would get on there and immediately start asking for money. Not, yeah, really. If they just talk about it like one of them, she talked about it, well, this is what I'm saying. I'll just leave it there. but begging for money, e-begging. During this time, I mean, this is years altogether for me, since I guess when I first noticed that they had communities was 5 years ago, and making videos 4.5 years ago on a different channel, the original channel a long time ago. So, 4.5 years ago. But during all these years, I have seen, not all of them, but once I did notice that they had this community, I had noticed that people were really, some people were noticing this too, and they were making, comments about it, on these people's videos, and they were making comments on other people's videos who knew it too, and, were complaining about it. So they made their own comments too. I wasn't making comments myself, but yeah, I did. I was just surprised, and I just didn't watch those videos. I was, doing my own thing, so I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, I can't say I wasn't paying attention, but I was doing my own thing. Okay, so yeah, every once in a while, one of them would pop up or something, and I'd watch it, and I'd still see it. All this misinformation. So much about money, getting money off of people who are very vulnerable, and in a very vulnerable state. And hearing people, they make their own videos talking about the other ones doing this and talking about the other one. Well, somebody even did some on me, but not stating me, not stating my name. Mine were vlogs. I had it in the description. I said it in the videos. Almost every video that it was simply a vlog, my experience and what I think about that. But that, is someone who, did the same thing to me and then stopped whenever I made it well aware that, no, this is not going to happen. And, go if you, I'm not giving anybody advice. I never gave anybody any advice on any of mine. Never had any plan to. But, if somebody has a problem, find one that needs to have a problem that you need to talk about, Mine were vlogs. Mine weren't trying to get, like I said, no money involved. I don't even have a PayPal. I think I had one from many, many, many years ago. Could still be out there. I really don't know. So, and I think it was because I wanted to buy something and I needed to pay through PayPal. And it was probably right after PayPal come up. And I never used it. So, never. So, yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff. And then, anyway, this is on my mind because of the new community guidelines that came out yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. And, the strike 3, you're out kind of thing. And it really made me think about how many of these channels somebody's going to strike them. How many, it really made me think about all the trolls that will be out in full force, trying to strike channels. That's what I think that could happen. I mean, they even think that it can happen. I mean, not they, but I've seen people, comments, people worry too. That was my first instinct when I read it. I hadn't read the comments, but that was mine. My first thought was trolls on a field day, having a field day. More than a field day. Yeah, and I just don't see anything good coming from that part of it. Of course not, but other than that, it made me think about these channels. These channels that, people, I've seen comments, like I said, on people's live streams, on their videos, whatever, saying how bad those channels are, that they're, trying to get money from vulnerable people. So that was on my mind. But I want to make a whole video about that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.